I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review, this time for The Invisible Man. Now, this is a new film directed by Leigh Whannell, which I'm not really a fan of because he did Upgrade, and I think Upgrade is an extremely overrated film. Upgrade is a film that I thought was ruined by its terrible ending. People disagree, but let me put it this way. If RoboCop, the original, ended with Alex Murphy dying, and then it's just a shell of RoboCop, and he's controlled by OCP and Ronnie Cox and the old man, and Alex Murphy himself is dead, and his soul is gone, and all is the shell of RoboCop controlled by an evil AI. That's pretty much the ending of Upgrade. Upgrade is one of those movies where the ending ruined it. It's not the first or last time we've had movies about evil artificial intelligence. Throw a rock at an 80s movie or direct-to-video film from the 90s. I could show you 50 artificial intelligence films. Having a downbeat ending is not abnormal either. Throw a rock at a found footage film or a horror film that goes in the theaters. I can show you stuff. So I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Upgrade. Leigh Whannell worked on Insidious films and wrote Saw, and so, but I heard good things about The Invisible Man. I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. And you know what? I will admit The Invisible Man was pretty decent. The Invisible Man was a pretty decent flick. Because, first off, really what the film is, The Invisible Man, imagine Sleeping with the Enemy with Julia Roberts, but with Invisible Man in it. One of those 90s stalker movies. Again, the era Sleeping with the Enemy, all those films, but what if an Invisible Man motif was put into it? Because you have this woman played by Elisabeth Moss who's in an abusive relationship, and she leaves the guy, sneaks out to get to her sister, picks her up, and she succeeds after a close call, and then she's living with this cop who is a friend of hers, and the cop has a daughter, as Elisabeth Moss is trying to get her life together. She's told that the guy has killed himself, has left her all this money. She's like, okay, cool, things could maybe turn around for her. But then strange things start to happen. And what the movie does is shows a sense of paranoia. Elisabeth Moss as the lead girl does a really wonderful performance. She's definitely the glue on the film. It has an eerie score and it has decent camera work where it will show, from her point of view, the environment And imagine you're in this room and you're looking around, and what if that is something over there, is something over there, is something over there, and you doing subtle things. Like she's outside and then you see a breath right behind her. There's this blanket that she's pulling, and then it looks like something standing on it. Or she thinks there's someone in a chair. Maybe there's someone in a chair. So I was worried with this movie, since it's Leigh Whannell, it was going to have some stupid twist of, well, it's not really an Invisible Man. It's a ghost movie, or she's actually fucking crazy, or something else happens. But that's not the case. And pretty much the Invisible Man is screwing with her, sending emails to her sister, hitting a kid, and she gets blamed for it, beating her up, and a really cool looking one shot where she's tossed around. Some has a little bit element of Candyman, the original Candyman, which I saw the trailers for the new one. I don't care for it. I'm sorry. I don't care for a new Candyman. I'm sorry, I don't. But the way that how this lead girl is kind of being framed for crimes, being looked at as crazy, kind of like the original Candyman. And then what I do like was that in the second half of the film, it becomes more of a thriller, a little bit of an action horror thriller, which I appreciate, which I'll do on the spoilers right now, where, again, starting now spoilers, where she in this mental ward, and has found out that her old boyfriend had this suit that has a bunch of cameras and will make you invisible, and she knows there's someone chasing her with this suit on, and uses her brains to lead the guy out and then stab it so that it's screwing up the suit, so the suit's blinking. And then you have this sequence where all of these security guards are being fucked up, and this Invisible Man is fucking up all these guards. And I'm like, okay, this is a decent way to have the film not be one note, and this makes it a little bit more satisfying, this third act, where she's trying to get the guy, and then she uses a fire extinguisher and shoots the fucking guy. That was satisfying. And then you find out who it is, and then you find out that, well, the actual guy is still alive. It was two people doing it. And then how she turns the tables on this abusive boyfriend of hers. That was satisfying. And it's sort of her redemption, her ability to purge and get away from this guy for good. But yeah, the movie is well directed. It again, the acting's solid. Elisabeth Moss does a really good job. The ending doesn't pull no BS upgrade ending. Lo and behold, Invisible Man making a lot of money. Maybe if Upgrade had a better ending, it would have made more money. Just saying, if it didn't have a BS stupid ending. This has a satisfying ending. The way it can be suspenseful and intense. Again, being this point of view of Elisabeth Moss's character, is something over there, something over there. When's something gonna happen? There's sort of sequence that definitely remind me of Candyman, where it's when Ali's talking to her sister and it deals with a knife. But yeah, The Invisible Man is pretty decent flick. I would still put Hollow Man, Paul Verhoeven, up above it. I think Hollow Man is definitely more my cup of tea because of special effects, slasher, action, the cast, Kevin Bacon, Josh Brolin. Hollow Man, I think, is very underrated. This is definitely a better film than The Mummy with Tom Cruise. I know at one point there was going to be Invisible Man with Johnny Depp. Obviously that didn't happen. But yeah, this is a decent flick. It's I don't know what else to say. It kind of speaks for itself, and it's a decent surprise. Definitely in my top 5 of the year so far. It would be still Bad Boys 3, Sonic, another film I'll talk about next, and then maybe this one. Sorry about the cough, and I'm still dealing with it, but anyway, that's my thoughts on Invisible Man. Thanks for watching, take care, and we will see you in the next video. Later. Bye-bye.